After breaching the $11,000 region, the question now becomes, has the new Bitcoin bull run potentially been confirmed? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the action we're seeing inside the chart right now. After briefly testing above the $11,000 region, Bitcoin has been met with a swift rejection from the high. And my friends, what I'd like to explore here is the possibility that this rejection right now is still building a healthy consolidation of an upward trending market. And also, on the contrary, if this does give way here and the upward sloping trend line of this micro move does not hold, are we looking more so at a break in the uptrend and a retest potential down to the target levels of not only the bottom here around 9,000, but potentially even further down than that? So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the 1 hour time frame. I really want to look at this under a microscope here to give us an idea of what's truly going on. So if we zoom back here, rewind to our last macro swing high, right, which was roughly at about 13,200. After plunging on the initial dive down, we did create a temporary swing low here, right? We then had a reaction rally bounce before another failure. But to me, this was a key level to watch here, as this was our first level of support. And what we had to understand here was that we tried just here to go again, and it failed. So for me, on this move up here, I was hypothesizing that this could become new resistance. If you guys are subscribed here, you would know that I did take a short position all up from this region here. I had shorted this range all the way up with a short ladder and wound up taking profits down here in this region, right? This was a classic old support to new resistance flip. And my friends, right here, right now, we are still seeing this range being defended by the bears. After our initial run up here from the bottom, we saw the trend stall out here. Lots of action testing right up along this trend line here, right? My red box of resistance ranging from roughly 10,750 all the way up to 11,200, all right? And now, after briefly being rejected at this range, Bitcoin has in fact been building a very nice upward sloping trend line here. As we can see, this line at the time of recording has not been broken. Although we did go up to over 11,000 and got a heinous rejection down, this trend line for the time being is still remaining intact. But now let's discuss what's going on here within this immediate range. So if you guys are subscribed here, you would remember on yesterday's stream, I was pointing out all of these levels of interesting bearish confluence within this red box, okay? Let's go over these again. 1, we have our 0.236 Fibonacci retracement acting as a potential resistance zone in here. 2, we have the line that I was just showing for you, this white line in the middle of the box, which is our old support, which then flipped to resistance, and for the time being has acted as resistance here once again. 2 of them inside this box already here. 3, we have all of this prior action in here Historic price action, support to resistance flips all along the way in here. So many candles, peaks and bottoms, all matching up with this level to give us some more tentative areas of bearish confluence. And then fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, what we also have here is our Fibonacci extension, which is the 0.382 extension, which is a pull down from the top of our macro swing high here to our macro swing low for the time being, and we have our extension right here, which is also playing a role right now. So with all of those confluences there looking like a potential rejection zone for Bitcoin, you best believe Don Carbanaccio set up a short ladder and crushed this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. Ladies and gentlemen, as Bitcoin climbed to over 11,000, all the Moon Boy comments started to roll in. Here it is, Kirby. We're going to the moon. I hope your shorts get wrecked. I hope they get wrecked. And then all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, Hickory Dickory Doc, Don Carbanaccio did it again and shorted the absolute top. You see here, this was my VIP alert. Shout out to my VIPs. I've kept you all updated with my trades here all along the way. You can see I set up this short ladder here on July 18th, several days ago at this point. I took a short 10,590, short 10,769, short 10,939, and my final short right there near the top at 11,045. Let's get this crypto. All right, and if we want to look at why I was taking this position here, I was seeing that we still are on a lower low and a lower high trajectory. I was going to short all the way up to a potential new lower low region, which was in the area that I've set up my ladder. And if the bearish action were to continue and this micro bearish trajectory that we are in right here, right now, were to continue, I would have liked to have gotten a piece of all of that. And you best believe, ladies and gentlemen, Don Carbanaccio did wind up getting all of that. My shorts were filled all up here in this region, right? And now we are building some tentative support here along an area where, what do you know, ladies and gentlemen? Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're vegan. Old resistance now may tentatively be turning into new support. So with this being said here, now to update you here on my position, I sent right out to my VIPs after I got filled here and that heinous candle to the downside. I took profit on 50% of my short position at 10,750, right? So I took profit on these positions here, right? So 3 out of my 4 positions that I took were all in profit. I took 50% of my entire position off the table in profit. Let's get this crypto. Now, I have the remaining 50% of my position with a stop loss in an area that, if broken, would negate my bearish thesis. It's obviously blacked out here because this is VIP exclusive content. Guys, if you do want all of my trade alerts like this is what I post in VIP 24/7, 365, crushing this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can, right? I said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who laddered up shorts and shorted the absolute top before the fall? And the mirror looked at me, ladies and gentlemen. She said, oh, Don, it was you. And I said, oh, mirror, mirror on the wall, you do in fact know that it was the Don. And right now, I'm ready to strike like a cobra out of the grass and continue to get this crypto here. Because, as you see, I've mitigated my risk here now, right? We are still, I'm going to talk about this in a moment, we still are right now on a tentative and potential parabolic advance here. I see it here once again. We're going to discuss this. But as you can see, a large part of trading is understanding your risk profile, right? For me right now, I had 3 of my 4 short positions were in profit here very nicely. So I wound up closing 50% of my total position here to mitigate my risk. And why, would you say, may I want to mitigate my risk here? Well, the fact of the matter is that we could be here on a parabolic advance. Now, if we look back here in this trend, we've seen this time and time again. where this market does like to make these hockey stick pattern formations. Now, we are entering this zone of significant confluence here. So this is not an area that I was looking to long, right? I said this on yesterday's stream. Sure, we look like we could see some potential upside, and this is what gets confusing for many here, as they don't understand that, but Don, if you think the market's going to move up, then why are you shorting, Kirby, and not going long? Because you must understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that I'm not seeing this zone here as an area that I want to be longing. Why would I want to long here when I think anywhere in this box could be a potential resistance zone, right? So for me, sure, the market's moving up, but if my thesis remains bearish, that is why I short this region, right? And ladder my shorts up with like what you saw right here. Let's get this crypto. So now the question becomes, if this level holds, old resistance, now becoming new support, and it holds, my friends, we're going to need to see a break here of this high, right? Which is now at 11,130, roughly, right? We're going to need to see a parabolic advance here and a takeout of this prior high, because if this happens, I certainly see sentiment that we could hockey stick up like this to my next box of tentative resistance, okay? And why? Oh, Don, well, what's the reasoning for this, Don? What's the reasoning? Well, I was showing this on yesterday's stream, right? That, the tentative inverted head and shoulders bullish pattern has been being thrown around by, every moon boy and his Howl at the Moon brother, right? We've all seen this right here. They all want it to be the inverse head and shoulders, bullish breakout. And if we do look at this, right? Well, where is the neckline here? The neckline is right about where we got rejected, right? So if we do, in fact, take our extrapolated measured move from the bottom of the head up to the tentative neckline, right? And we drag this over here. Where is our tentative target, ladies and gentlemen? Well, ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're vegan. If we break out, we are roughly looking to stick in a new lower high, right? Of course, these things never play out perfectly, right? Trading is never perfect, but it's just an idea. And this measured move is still a lower low on a macro level, right? Very interesting. Also here, if we do in fact look at this as well as a potential bull flag, right? And just so we're all on the same page here, this bull flag for me would be a flagpole up, a flag here, and then a flagpole to the upside. So let's take this extrapolation as well. We'll pull it from this flag here to the first high. We'll then take this, move it over to our breakout, which is right there at that resistance level. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. Once again, does this extrapolated measured move keep us on a macro higher low trajectory, right? So for me, right now, guys, even the measured moves of the bullish patterns are still looking like they want to take us up to a potentially macro bearish zone, right? To potentially keep us ping-ponging within this bearish channel, right? And this would completely fit the trend here, right? We've had lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low. So it would not surprise me in the least to see a new lower high be created and then potentially bring us to a new lower low. Now, this is where things can get interesting, right? Because we must understand that even if this moves up here and breaks out, there certainly could be room to the upside here. But again, Don Carbonaccio here is not looking to get wrecked in here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking for high reward, low risk trade setups. So if I see that the move for me is potentially going to bring us up this high, sure, I may look to long it. But also, if the move looks unsustainable, I may be looking for more short positions in here to potentially catch that new swing high and ride it all the way down on the inverse parabolic express for the inverse moon down into the crypto abyss. I'm ready for all scenarios right now, and I'm going to continue to keep you all updated in VIP with every single trade I make, every entry, every exit, every target, every take profit and strategy that I formulate. I'll be posting it for you around the clock in VIP, right? Yesterday's stream, the Moon Boys, all on my case. Oh, Kirby, you see, it's going up, it's going up. And then today, yeah, I wind up shorting the top again, ladies and gentlemen. Shorted this top here, mitigated my risk, took profits on 50% already. I'm good now, right? And I'm awaiting for my next move here to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. I can only be here on YouTube once per day, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I always say it. I can only do it here once per day on YouTube, but in VIP, it's around the clock, 24/7, 365. I'm posting all of my trade alerts in real time for you exclusively in VIP. So I will see you in VIP. Shout out to all of my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. It's time to crush this market. It's time to get this crypto. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you all in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. So now, something else I want to look at here, ladies and gentlemen. The altcoin market right now is recovering quite a bit. If we look at the Bitcoin comparative, it's rather low. This is what I want to show you here. And the thing is that when we're talking about altcoin season, right, which is the term thrown around a lot, we must understand here, ladies and gentlemen, that altcoin season right now, I believe, is still going to be hard if the Bitcoin dominance is not showing any signs of losing momentum here. Sure, this could all change, right? But at the time of recording here, Bitcoin dominance still appears to be very strong, moving up nearly on a daily basis. We are currently over 65% right now. For me, if Bitcoin starts to lose momentum here, and this does happen to be the top, right? Or we do get to this box and it happens to be the top. My personal hypothesis here is that we are going to see the Bitcoin dominance continue to rise even further to the upside here, as the altcoins that start to lose profit here again may start to capitulate and consolidate that capital back into Bitcoin. And this trend really could start to see a tumultuous decline here, ladies and gentlemen. Especially also, I don't want to forget to mention this, if we do run up to this level, this is also looking like a potential descending bearish triangle to me here as well, right? And if that is in fact to break down, you should know by now if you are subscribed here. If you're not, you should subscribe now and tick the little bell so you don't miss any of these when I upload. My target here, if we are to break down heinously, is essentially this zone here between 89.64 and 8,500. And why, you may ask? Well, for me, it's that we have a gap that is not filled right now, right? And of course, these gaps do not need to fill. But here on the futures chart, almost all of the gaps, throughout the history of this chart here have been filled. So for me right now, if we are to get a bearish confirmation and a breakdown, and Don Carbonaccio was to have shorted the absolute top here again, my target range to potentially be taking profits from my personal trades is probably down somewhere in this region. Let's get this crypto. I will be monitoring this. I will be looking to take more aggressive positions here, add to my positions, subtract, right? Like I've shown you here. I'm taking some profit off the table, right? Take it off, then set my stop loss, lower my risk, increase my upside potential, and plan to get this crypto. If you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail. Don Carbonaccio does not fail to plan. Don Carbonaccio plans to succeed. And if you're feeling like a chicken with its head cut off right now, ladies and gentlemen, just understand where we're at, right? Here, in my opinion, right now we're testing a huge bearish confluence zone where if it does in fact break, I believe that it would break probably with a parabolic nature to potentially test one of our extrapolated measured moves, which would be that the head here from the head and shoulders, right? The inverse head and shoulders with a potential target of a new lower high, right? On a macro level, new lower high, or potentially our bull flag breakout here, a little bit more macro, a little bit more micro. And if we take that to the tentative breakout zone there, another macro lower high somewhere just around the top of our next resistance box here, which for me is at roughly the $12,000 region. Let's get this crypto. Of course, guys, these are only my own opinions and hypotheses. I am not your financial advisor, and I'll never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. These are only my own ideas and opinions here. But right now, for me, the market is looking incredibly, incredibly juicy, guys. You could see I'm playing this market super aggressive right now. I'm letting the trades come to me, right? I've noticed here, this is a little golden tidbit that I'm going to give you all right now. An observation that I've had in this market right now is that the momentum plays are kind of getting destroyed. Momentum shorts and things like this have been getting eaten up by the liquidation hunter bots, the stop loss hunter bots. And by momentum plays, I mean plays of, you know, say right here, right, a breakout past the $11,000 region, right? Lots of bots taking a trade here at this new higher high, right? They take the trade right there. Yes, Kirby, yes, yes, yes. And then wrecked right down, right? That's the most recent example. Or something like this here. Look, if we scroll back in the trend here, right? This took out the prior lower low, right? Signaling for many bots and human traders alike to go short right here. And then what do you know? Kirby, I'm short, I'm short, I'm short. Wrecked, wick to the upside, they liquidate you, and then they drop it, right? So right now, a golden tidbit, just an observation that I've noticed here for me and how I'm playing this market and planning ahead to crush it and get my entries in, is that I'm letting the trades come to me right now. This is why I've opted to use a laddered strategy here over my past several trades, right? I'm letting when the market swings up to come to me and fill me, right? I'm not taking the momentum play. I'm taking the more, what's the way to put it? The more planned advance, right? The more planned in advance approach where I'm letting the trend come up to levels where I believe we could see bullish exhaustion. Fill me in here and then let it drop like a brick out of the sky, right? Rather than looking to see it drop and then get into a position, just because purely what I've seen is that there's a lot of liquidation hunter bots lately and stop loss hunter bots that are really looking to punish momentum trades right now. So for me, what we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, I've let the trade come to me here once again. Hickory dickory dock, Don Carbonaccio shorted the absolute top here once again. I've now taken profits on 50%. I have my stop loss in place for the next 50% of my trade, and I'm currently now looking for new entries to crush this market and get this crypto. And guys, I will be keeping you all updated with my next entries here in real time in VIP. Today is the day. It's time to crush this market. It's time to get this crypto. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. My friends, I'll keep you updated around the clock 24/7 in VIP. Shout out to my VIPs and shout out to all of my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I will see you in VIP right now. I'm ready to crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can, and I'm ready to get this crypto. Guys, I hope you see what I'm seeing here. Lots going on in this trend right now. I'm monitoring around the clock. I'm ready to crush it, and I'm ready to succeed here. So, that being said, guys, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. And guys, if you are subscribed here, make sure you tick the little bell. I've been getting messages saying that people are not being notified all the time about when I upload these, and you know that they are timely. So if you are subscribed, make sure you tick the little bell so you get the notifications upon upload. There you go. And guys, I will see you all in VIP right now. I'm ready to strike with new positions here. I'm going to keep you updated as I look to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. As I take my next entries, plot my next strategies, etc. I'm going to be posting it all for you here in real time in VIP. So I will see you all in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. Shout out to all of my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I will see you in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.